I had to fix my camera. Hello, hello, hello. They say, all right, all right, all right. You know, I got to start off with a smile all the time. That's what I do. Happy, tantalizing, terrific Tuesday. It is Real Estate Tuesday. So let's talk about it, right? Um, I'm running a little late. I have to meet with my mentee. I have a mentee. I'm mentoring a young lady, a young college student. So glad to be doing that. Glad to be doing that. Sorry, had to makeup, please. But yeah, I have to talk to my mentee today. Phenomenal young woman, college college graduate. So she's looking to get into marketing. She's going to help me with some marketing things. So I can't wait to get a chance to talk to her. So I got to hurry up because I have like less than 2 minutes. So my name is Toria Howard. If you don't know who I am a licensed real estate agent in the state of Tennessee and working on getting my license here in Michigan, back in my hometown in Detroit. So what up, though, to all my Detroit people, okay? Drop in the comments where you're from. I would love to know where you're from. How is your day going? Let me know where you're from. I have real estate friends all across this country because I do financial literacy and I have clients all across this country. So I make sure that I network with realtors all the time. So um, let me know what city and state that you're in so that we can connect you with the right person if you are looking to purchase a home at some point. Let me put my phone on do not disturb. I forgot to do that. So I wanted to bring up some things that have been asked of me plenty of times. And one of those things is, how do you find the right real estate agent? So, but first I dive into that, let's talk about the real estate market. Real estate is always, a way for you to build wealth. It's always been one of the best indicators. Wealthy people use it as part of their 8 streams of income to become wealthy is real estate. And you have to watch your markets and know the market that you're in and how your city and state measure up across the country. So I was reading an article on Bigger Pockets, and they have because I read about real estate every single day. I tap in the stock market too. So some of the things I'm interested in. So real estate is moving in a lot of states, and some of this is very surprising. A lot of real estate is grown in value in those states like New York, California, Chicago, but they broke it down by city. And Detroit is on that list. Detroit has been on the rise in real estate values for the last few years now. So I'm proud to say that my hometown is on this list. So, New York was number one for the markets that are moving the most as far as prices and appreciation is concerned. Los Angeles was number two. Chicago is number three. Dallas is number four. A lot of people are moving to Texas, the Texas area. So I'm pretty sure it's a lot of Texas on here. Yeah, Houston is number five. So 4 and 5 are both out of Texas because a lot of people are migrating from New York, California, and other places on the East Coast to Texas because they can get more house for with less money. So a house that's, $1 million in New York, a little small, little teeny house probably. Um, and you can spend $1 million on a home, and that's like a ranch in Texas, So, people are getting more bang for their buck. So that's why they're moving to different areas from these places. But real estate is still on the rise. So you have to understand that where you are in your market, like in Memphis, for example, even in a down market, real estate in Memphis and the surrounding areas move 1 to 5% every single year. So Memphis is a great rental market as well. It's like a 50% rental market. So if you're looking to invest in a market where you want to be a landlord and buy and hold, that's the best way to build wealth in real estate. Besides like investing in funds and REITs, then Memphis is one of the best places. Hey, Tawana. So good afternoon. So Washington D.C. is number 6, and Washington D.C. is a pretty a really good area as far as where you want to be entrepreneurs. It's a very entrepreneur environment. They have a lot of up and coming entrepreneurs coming out of Washington D.C. Philadelphia is number 7. Miami is surprisingly lower than I thought. I thought Miami was going to be higher. Miami is number 8 on the list, and this is the list of cities and states that are their property values are growing. Sales prices are growing. Property values are growing. Atlanta is number 9. Boston, Massachusetts was 10. 11 is Arizona. Phoenix, Arizona. San Francisco was 12. Now, the only thing about this list about San Francisco is this: because of the fact that San Francisco has a lot of companies and and big companies moving out of there, but their real estate is still growing. So that's very interesting. Riverside, California is on there. Detroit, my hometown, is 14. Have seen some substantial amount of real estate growth, and I love it. In values, Seattle, Washington is number 15. Minneapolis is 16. San Diego, California, 17. 18 is Tampa, Florida. Now, I was surprised at Tampa because Tampa has an influx of people moving there. I was speaking to a lender, and in the Orlando and Tampa area, they have like thousands of people moving there every week. And Tampa is supposed to like grow like 2 million in population in the next, what's this, 2024? I think they said 2026. So like the next 2 years, Tampa's population is about to grow by 2 million. And they don't have enough land. So it's going to be interesting. Denver, Colorado is number 19. Baltimore, Maryland is 20. Now, Baltimore and Detroit was on this, have been left off the list of growing real estate values because of a lot of people left the city for dead. But I'm glad to see both Detroit and Baltimore on this list. So, St. Louis, Missouri is 21. And Orlando, Florida is 22. And I was surprised at that because they have an influx of population. People are moving there as well. Charlotte, North Carolina, one of my favorite places, is 23. San Antonio, Texas is 24. And Portland, Oregon is 25. So these are the areas where real estate is growing the most. So just if it's one of your areas, tap into your real estate market and see what you can do. Right. So let's get into it. So what are some questions that you could ask a realtor? I'm gonna give you 5. This is based off of my publication that I'm going to put out here soon for first time home buyers. My publication is going to show you from beginning to end how to orchestrate your real estate deal and think like an investor instead of just a consumer and buy right. So I'm going to incorporate some of the things that I am talking about here into, I have already done. I'm just getting ready to put it out. So one thing is, when you're in the process of purchasing your first home, you have to pick a realtor, right? I mean, you don't have to, but it's good to pick somebody that's knowledgeable in that and know how to navigate the contracts. Because these contracts can be very daunting. They can be very difficult, but you can also consult a real estate lawyer, but they cost more. So you have to, and a real estate agent is best because they know the market the best because they're boots on the ground. They know the landscape of the land. They know what's going on in that area. They have access to the MLS. I mean, you have access to the MLS through Zillow and, Redfin and all the rest of them. But they really have a beat to the street because they know exactly, because especially if they're selling and buying and helping people buy, they know what areas to go to and what areas to avoid. So you need to make sure that you're picking the most knowledgeable person, the one person that's going to be knowledgeable, somebody's going to be personable, somebody's going to be patient with you, somebody's going to walk you through the process, slowly. So one of the obvious questions that you can ask is, how long have you been working as a realtor, and what experience do you have specifically with first-time home buyers? So this is an important question because you want to know what their experience, what experience do they have. I know for me, I've had experience with first-time home buyers, and I love working with first-time home buyers because it's for me, because I'm an educator. I teach 6th through 8th grade too. I love the transformation that I see in people in their mind. Like it's like their dream is coming to fruition, and it's actual, and it's right there in front. I love to see the change from when they first started, when they were nervous and didn't think this was going to happen, to, the closer we get to the finish line, the happier they get, and then once they get those keys at the closing table, how they feel. So I love seeing that transformation. I've helped, people who never thought they was going to buy a home before, and actualize their dreams of buying a home because of their mindset. So I always, that's one of the things that you could ask. How long have you been a realtor, and how long have you been specifically working with first time home buyers? Because a first time home buyer, you have to be patient. I'm I teach middle school, so of course I have lots of patience, but I show a lot of grace to people anyway, because I understand how it can be to be. I was one of those people that wasn't knowledgeable when I first bought my home, so I understand how it could be scary, and you want to make sure you're picking the right person. So you want to ask these questions. Number two, say, can you walk me through the home buying process from start to finish, including what I can expect in terms of timelines and paperwork? That is something that is key and essential, because they need to be able to walk you through the process. You need to be able to see, how this process is going to work, because they need to have the experts. Of course, you choose your own, but if you haven't found a lender, it's recommended that you get your pre-approval, and make sure that you can go under underwriting before you even find a realtor. And I have done videos about how to find the right lender as well. 5 questions to ask your lender. Go back and look at some of my I did a live and I did a reel, so go back and take some notes on that a few weeks ago. And but if you don't have a lender yet and you go to real estate agent first, that's fine, but they have to be able to be patient with you and walk you through the process. They have to know what you have to ask you those hard questions. What's your credit score? What is, your income? Have you filed taxes, in the last 2 years? Do you have a business? Do you have your business paperwork, available? Do you have a profit loss statement? Do you have your asset list? Do you have a balance sheet? Do you have all of the things that you need to have as a business owner? Because usually business owners might have to have more tax returns. Um, do you have your W-2s? Do you know how to structure, how much debt do you have? Because when you're a first-time home buyer, you want to try to keep your debt to income ratio to 40%, meaning 40% of your debt is to your income. So you need to make sure that you understand all of those terminology, and they should be able to tell you about that, because they need to know about how your finances work in order for them to send you to the right person. They should always have a network of lenders who can help you be able to navigate through the process wherever you are. So being able to explain that part of it, the paperwork you need to have, why you need to have it, the timelines and the paperwork, that is something that they should be knowledgeable of. And if they cannot tell you that, you need to find somebody else. So number three, what neighborhoods or areas do you specialize in? And what can you tell me about the local housing market? They have to know the area. They have to know their market. There's no point of you using a real estate agent if they don't know the market, and they don't specialize in anything. So what is it that you specialize in? What are the, what is the best, what is the local housing market looking like? What is the best school districts? Where, depending on the type of buyer, some people like walkability. Some people, okay, here from Texas, how you doing? Lopez Investing, thank you for tuning in. So they need to know, like, if you are, you're trying to get my first deal, could you help me? Yeah, I can help you. I know plenty. Are you looking for a realtor? If you're looking for a realtor, I know. Let's have to tell me what part of Texas. I know plenty of real estate agents. If you're looking for an agent in Texas, I'm not licensed in Texas, but I know a lot of people that are. Um, my link, you can contact me, is in the description section. You can send me a text. So they have to know, like, the best school districts, the best walkability. Some people like that city life. Some people like the country life. Some people like the suburban life. They have to what areas are best for you. They have to build that rapport to see where you are. For me, like at this point in my life, I think I like the city lifestyle. I don't need suburban living anymore, because of the fact that my daughter is older, and she's going to be going to a specialized performing arts school regardless. So my next home will be in the city. That's what I'm doing. I'm a wholesaler trying to get my deal. All my bills piling up. Okay. Um, yeah, reach out to me. We see how I know plenty of people that can. I know wholesalers, the people that can streamline you, and help you out. So, they need to know those type of things. So they need to know what type of, what type of area you want to be in. If you're a family, you're looking for the best school district. If you're older, maybe you're looking for a more quiet, settled community. If you like you vibrant and got energy, maybe you want to be close to restaurants and stores and bars and those that type of things. You might want downtown living. So they need to know their area and where the best place to send you. Um, so the last question is, can you provide references or testimonials from previous first-time home buyers you've worked with? That's one of the best things. I always try to capture my first-time home buyers. A lot of them don't like to be on camera, but I like to get the candidness of them. And I'm just so, proud to say that I've helped, first-time home buyers find their first home because it's so exhilarating. But they need to be able to provide those references and those testimonials. And I would say if they don't have references and testimonials, maybe they're first starting out, and they're knowledgeable, and then you believe in them and they're showing you that they're knowledgeable, use that person. It's nothing wrong with using that person if they don't have a lot of experience, or whatever the case may be. But if they are showing you that they are willing to work with you, be patient with you, building that rapport, and they will go and find the answers. That's the type of real estate agent. When I first started, I would go find the answers if I didn't know it. I'm the type of person anyway. If I don't know something and somebody needs to know, I'm gonna go find the answers for them. I'm gonna go find somebody, or I'm gonna do the research myself. So those are some five questions that you can ask a real estate agent to get you in your process. Like I said, I'm coming out with a first time home buyer guide to help people to streamline this process from beginning to end, from your finances all the way down to the closing table. I'm going to have intricate parts of what you should do in each step of the process and how that process is going to work for you. So let me know in the comments if there's something that you think people will be interested in. I'm going to put it out there. I'm going to make sure that I, promote it. And because my whole thing is to get the education out there. And these are some of the things you cannot Google. A lot of things I'm going to create. I said create in there. And some things that you cannot Google, things that I have learned from research, things that I have learned from different lenders and the different partners that I've had, the different real estate agents. So those are 5 questions that you can ask your real estate agent, and that'll get you started with the process. So I'm a licensed realtor in Tennessee, working on Michigan, but I can help people all across the United States because I know so many realtors. I have a network of realtors in my phone, in my Rolodex, from the East Coast to Mid America to the South to the West. I know somebody that can help you in your area. And if I can't, guess what? I'll find them. And if you need help with your finances, if you need help streamlining your finances, trying to figure out your finances because you want to become a homeowner, and you have some lessons that you didn't learn in your finances, like me having 3 bankruptcies. I would love to assist you as well, because my whole mission is to educate you on how to be a better financially literate individual, so that you buy your home like an investor, and yet you can be able to level up as a first-time home buyer. That is my goal. That is my goal. So I'm looking to help as many people as I'm looking to help 200 plus people in, this year to, if you, even if you don't want to purchase a home, but I want to help you purchase a home. But I'm looking to help 200 plus families, business people, professionals, be able to understand that financial education is going to get you to the wealth that you desire and the things that you want. You got to let your assets speak for you and make money for you. And one way is through home ownership, but you have to buy it in the right way. And I'm going to show you how to do that. You have to think like an investor. Thank you, Mr. Johnson. I appreciate it. Thank you for your support. If you feel like this is something, um, if you feel like this is some great information, please share it with someone. And like I said, if you need to know what to ask lenders, you can go back and look at some past. I have some past reels and lives that I've done. And I should walk you through the process of how to choose the lender because they work for you, like the real estate agent. They work for you. So I bid you adieu. Reach out to me if I can answer any questions. Hopefully, Lopez Investing, he wants some help investing. I have a real estate investment company myself. Okay, you're a realtor. Well, let's connect. Let's see how we can work together, Mr. Johnson. Let's see how we can, help you get some more clients to the closing table. Let's do it. So, hey, missed you, Queen. But yeah, so let's talk. Let's get it together. Let's get some people because I need some help. I can't put 200 people is a lot of people, you know, but I need some help. So if you're willing to, if any realtors out there, any lenders out there are willing to, work with, like we can work with each other, help each other, in any type of way to get more people to the closing table because we know the springtime is coming and it's time for people to get started with their buying process. So let's get it done. I bid you adieu. Y'all have a blessed day, and I'll see you in these social media streets. Watch out for me now. Have a good day.